So the vision of the fund is actually to take advantage of a trend in technology that's happened over the past 3 decades. We've really seen technology evolve very quickly from PCs to smartphones, and recently with what's called Internet of Things. Now, what we've seen is a convergence of many things, convergence of low-cost hardware that's very powerful, low-cost computing in the cloud, as well as AI and machine learning. We are really at the right time where it's convergence of these things has enabled a huge explosion of hardware in our environments. And that has really created a renaissance in hardware. So the vision of the fund is really to be at the cusp of this evolution and to identify and work with startups that are actually building the next generation of companies beyond the PC and beyond the smartphone that will permeate our world, both in the work, in the home, in the office, and in the city. And so the fund was designed to be an early and seed stage venture capital fund to really be at the early and front lines in helping startups improve product and really developing the product and getting to market. Sure. So what we are actually is more than just a venture fund. We're actually a platform. So we have a sister company called Q Design Studio. It's a international design consultancy where we have presence in Silicon Valley as well as in Asia. And with that platform, we actually have a lot of experience in actually helping to execute and develop products. A lot of times, hardware startups have early mistakes where critical things that are done incorrectly will be very costly in terms of time and schedule and cost as well. So our studio actually, because we've actually launched many products and worked for well-known clients in a variety of spaces, we have the knowledge and expertise and network to help de-risk the early parts of a startup, especially in hardware, where mistakes in manufacturing are very costly and typically cause failure. On the other side, we also look at helping companies to enter China through developing go-to-market strategy, identifying the right partners, and figuring out how do we partner strategically to help companies think about Asia early on in their market development plans, as opposed to too late in their development timeline. So it's two angles. One is helping to develop and de-risk product development, and there is actually helping to think about access.
I think a key part to a lot of the startups, which we actually meet with a lot of the US startups, is that they all look at China as a very high potential market. Of course, they all start from the US, but then they quickly see China as a second market to come to. Of course, US and China is very different. How do you tap into it, right? So that is actually one of the key value add that we would like to offer to our portfolio company. For example, one of our portfolio company is called Catalia Health. They do a health robot, an intelligent health robot, where they try to come up with a solution so that a long-term patient, for example, a cancer patient, would follow the prescription drugs carefully, right? They will be able to collect feedback from how patient interact with the drugs, and then all the information is collected and sent back to the pharmaceutical company so that the pharmaceutical company know how to improve the overall experience for the patient, which is something that is never done, right? There's always a black box between the pharmaceutical company and the patient that actually taking the drugs. Same concept would work in China, or actually it could be changed, right? China has a big problem in the elderly society, right? So can the same robot be used to improve the elderly adherence to drugs, for example, right? So we're actually helping them to figure out how to do that in China. Another company that we are working with right now is actually a 3D printing company, but have a proprietary technology to print in carbon fiber, right? So we are talking about really advanced manufacturing approach that never done anywhere else, right? So this seems to be the first market, is the US for them, but they quickly see most of the manufacturing is actually done in China. So we're actually helping them to find the next customer in China that can help scale up their solution very quickly. That's actually a very key part of our value add to them.